Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beer Review. So today we're going over to Belgium to drink a beer that was gifted to me very kindly by Mr. Beary Beast in the East. It's called Straffe Hendrik. There we go, a quadrupel, 11%. Brugs Quadrupel Beer, 11. There may be some writing on the back, so I'll just see. For 5 generations, both the eldest son of the Brugs family and their beers were called Henry or Hendrik. Following the family tradition, this unique, strong quadruple beer is still being brewed according to the original recipe by the De Halve Maan family brewery, which has been located in the historical heart of Bruges since 1856. For its beer transportation, the brewery built a 3.2 kilometre underground beer pipeline as a world's first traditional top fermented beer with bottle re-fermentation. How amazing is that? A 3.2 kilometre. God, you would not want any holes in the pipeline, would you? Straffe Hendrik Quadruple is a rich and intense dark Belgian ale. It is brewed with a subtle blend of specialty malts, which gives the beer an extremely dark colour and a truly malty, complex character. The quadruple combines a clean dryness with a warm, full-bodied mouthfeel and essences of fruit. Secondary fermentation in the bottle creates a living ale that can be aged and will have an evolution of taste profiles over time. It is brewed by the last active brewery in the historical city of Bruges. The town's archives first mentioned the brewery in 1546. Since 1856, the famous brewery Maze Venest has owned the brewery. Oh, brewery family has owned the brewery. Okay. So, really interesting. Lovely to have a bit of a backstory of a beer. I've had a Straffe Hendrik before. I'm not sure. I don't think it was this one. Got that from Brew Cavern in Nottingham. Possibly the only place, along with Craftworks in Nottingham, that locally for me, I would see such a beer. Craftworks probably more so. Their range of beers is sublime. Do need to go down there myself and spend some pennies on German beers if Lidl don't bring out their box set. So here we go. A very dark pour, not quite black, but certainly not far off, with a bit of a beigey head on there. Nice thick pour, looks great in the glass. And like I say, it does look bang on in that glass. It's a cracking glass, to be fair. Fruity notes, lots of complexities on the nose. Yeah, it's not smelling, a lot of beers to me smell the same as Duvel, with banana characters, fruit characters. I mean, it has got those characters, but not in the same style as what Duvel, the 8.5% version, or 8.4 in the UK at the moment. Let's dive in and enjoy. Ooh. Blooming egg, that is nice. Like I say, lovely, complex, fruity flavours. Oh, powerful, powerful beer. I can feel it in my eyes. I love a modern traditional beer. I love a decent craft beer, but you've got to admire these beers. We all drink what we drink. No one can really, can't really put anybody down in this world for what they drink. For some people, a lager shandy is their king beer, and you know, it always will be, is what it is. Wow. Drink, I can feel it all in my stomach. Oh, lovely head on this, really smooth head. I don't think you can see that on camera that well. I might be able to see some of it. You can see the head on there, really smooth. My mate, he's just been to Keith. He's just been to Bruges for a free trip. Yeah, some firm who his wife used to work for. Look after this people who buy the parts and whatnot of them. And him and a fair few others got train tickets, hotel accommodation, and booze free. I mean, how good's that? Bloody hell. I'm lucky if I get a breakfast for free. Well, I do get breakfast now and again, but you know, smell what I'm cooking. Ooh. Wow, that's tasting nice. Wow, the ABV really, you know, it's amazing sometimes because I drink imperial stouts. So a big ABV is not is you know, a quantity. A big ABV, it does not bother me really. It would bother some people. It does not bother me. But this, as you know, one of those beers that yes, it's 11%, and you drink it, and it's like whoa, and really hitting home really quickly. Oh, I'm literally just a week and 4 days away now from holiday, and I've got to be honest. I'm really at that point where you know when you've not had a holiday and you need time off. I mean, these days I'm getting 2 days off mostly every week now, but even so, you know, to have a good amount of time off is something that I'm really looking forward to. It's been a challenging year for growth at the workplace, and a year when you see things that you really don't want to see and try to ignore and let it get the better of me, you know. An Achilles heel of mine. But nonetheless, yeah. And now, you know, we're coming up to the first of two holidays that we've got. A long weekend. The first one's a long weekend. The second one's a week away. I'm just going to enjoy. The house is fine. My son's stopping at home. He's taking the time off, more or less, to get the house to himself, and yeah, do what he likes. Play in bed all day. Play games. Yeah. Hopefully no parties. I don't think he's a party person, to be fair. Not these days. Back in the day, maybe. But it's funny how we all, on our own pathways in life, we all an adventure, and then some of us change and grow up would be the key word, and some never. You know, some people always make the same mistakes, and that is life. So, bottle fermented beer, and you'll notice there's sediment in that, so you know they know what they're doing. Obviously fermented in bottle for a bit longer, and if you're doing it all the time with the same beer, you know exactly what goes off. And I understand why they put it in these glasses. So when we think of a wine, we want the air to get to the wine, to help it breathe, to bring out the flavour. And for me, and I've read no scripts or anything, just a personal observation. And I may be wrong, I don't know, maybe. In these glasses, it gives it the ability to breathe, to really, you know, soak in, and it just looks outstanding. I mean, you could chuck that in a pint glass and it looked good still, but maybe not. You know, there's a reason why beers come in certain glasses, and I'm terrible for not drinking out the right glass, even though I actually got a lot of good glasses over the years. Although duplicates, or where I've got more than two of a certain type of glass, I'm trying to get rid of, because and certainly anything from Macro, I'd rather not support Macro on the channel, and I'd rather not support breweries that do the dirty on their staff and their profession. There's a certain brewery beginning with H in the Lake District area that have again followed through on their COVID naughtiness, and again, you know, begs belief. Anyway, not the review for that. I'll talk about that somewhere else. Oh, the air's getting to it. The ABV, it feels like it's getting stronger. You know, it's one of those beers where I haven't got 30 minutes to review it tonight, sadly enough. My dinner's cooking, I'm starving. So I've come down the shed and I just fancied a treat. This is a treat, you know. This was gifted to the channel, gifted to me by Mr. Beary Beast in the East. You know, and I'm always incredibly and genuinely incredibly humbled by anybody who feels the loveliness to gift anybody a beer, you know. As somebody who, when I can, I will. I mean, I look after gardens, has been well documented because I'm a gardener, and I'll gift plants and flowers to the gardens all the time. Why? Because I want the best for their garden, because it, you know, I go to their garden, I want to see their garden full of flowers. It makes me feel happy. It makes, oh yeah, I can see the Wraggys stamp of approval on this garden. And so maybe, you know, in a way, people gift to channels to maybe to get a certain beer reviewed in a certain style. I'm very different to any other beer reviewer, always have been. Not saying I'm any better, I don't think so, but certainly different and unique rather. Yeah, ain't no one does tangents like me. Not one, not I've ever seen anyway. But yeah, but I do appreciate a lovely beer. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. And thank gosh I'm eating chips and hot beef in cobs when I go up the arse, because after 11% I'll need it. I can feel that I'll need it as well. sit down, turn my phone off for the night. Well, not look at it for starters. I'm about a day or two in advance at the moment. I'm trying not to chuck too many beer reviews out there, but when I do a beer haul video or maybe something like a cider, 3 a day I think is a good thing to put on. Any more than 3 a day, no one's watching. And that's why I put a balance of quick beer reviews or quick look round pubs and breweries, because I think it's good to showcase what's local and what's around you. And I absolutely think that using shorts, little look inside a pub, a look outside a pub, a look at a pub's beer selection, it all helps. It may not help your channel, but it helps pubs. So, why would you do it? I do it. Don't mean out for me. In the long ways, it's a pain in the bum. But I can link to the pubs, and people who follow my channel can see and think, oh, I'd like to go there. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, the fruitiness in that was absolutely sublime. The flavour, you know, a true quality drink. I'd like that. You know, instead of a glass of wine with a meal, a nice fillet steak, I'd rather have that and pair that with a nice fillet steak. One of the pubs we went to, well, we've been to, they were pairing, not that I got invited to the night, even though I was told I was going to get invited, but I didn't, you know. And it annoyed me for a long time as well. You know, best not to say anything than say something, dangle the carrot, and then blank you, and then they wonder why you get annoyed. But you know, beers like this, could you imagine this paired with a lovely fillet steak and some French fries with Stilton cheese drizzled over the top, with some garlic mushrooms cooked in the garlic butter, flipping heck. Hey, now that would be the meal of kings, with a lovely red wine gravy over the chips and some of the steak. Oh, to die for, absolutely to die for. And I'm not posh, never have been, never will be. But I appreciate a little bit of poshness, I suppose. Is it posh to want decent food? Not really. And all the food I've just mentioned is actually quite cheap, because a fillet steak, you know, goes to Aldi or Lidl, 5 or 6 quid for the fillet steak. And then obviously a red wine, you know, you buy a little bottle of red wine, pour it into a gravy and do that. Not that what I'm talking about there. Some nice French fries, some decent branded French fries, or even homemade chips cut really slim with a bit of Stilton cheese grated and chucked over the top, bit of garlic butter, some nice mushrooms. Wow, oh, what a dinner. Oh, I ought to do that for the wife. It cost probably about 30 quid for all the ingredients at most, but it, you know, something you pay for a lot more for. And a glass of this, a glass of this to go with it would be absolutely illuminating, and it would go down an absolute treat, wouldn't it? But you know where I'm coming from. Would I drink this again? Yes, absolutely. You know, it's a beer, it's a true quality beer. Like a good imperial stout, it's one that deserves to be drank again, and you know, with friends to enjoy, you know, to share, sip and share. Out of 5, again, you're looking at a big score for this. A good 4.6 out of 5. And my appreciation of Belgian beers, my mate Keith, and obviously Mr. beer beast in the east, obviously I have an appreciation of Belgian beers, and my appreciation is going up. I was never really a fan, but after having some fantastic beers from that neck of the woods, it's certainly opening my eyes to some of the amazing beers that are in the world. And that is my review. I hope it was interesting for some. All honest, I'm not trying to sell the beer because, well, I won't be able to anyway. But, you know, I'm just giving you an honest opinion. But, wow. Right, now I'm going to go up the house. I'm going to sit on the settee. Wife's cooking tonight, bless her. She's a good one. And enjoy dinner. I'll do the washing afterwards. Although the dishwasher will, I'll just put it into the dishwasher. Rinse the plates into the dishwasher. Job's a good one. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Cheers, all. See you soon.